Adobe Firefly is the all-in-one creative studio with AI-powered image and video editing for today's creative process. Built for creators of every kind, Firefly helps you generate, edit, and experiment fast. Because the asks aren't getting smaller, the budgets aren't getting bigger, and the timelines, oh yeah, still tight. With all the best creative AI models in one place, Firefly brings your ideas to life. Unlock a better way to make with Adobe Firefly.
This episode is brought to you by eBay Live. First, you're just watching eBay Live. Then, a Fendi baguette goes for an absolute steal. A 90s NASCAR jacket comes up and you have to bid. That winning feeling, it's such a rush. Because you know everyone else wanted it too. Meanwhile, on eBay Live, you don't just watch the action, you're in it. Download the eBay app to stream and shop live. eBay Live. Things people love.
This is the TJ Show, and one of our favorite people is there on the phone. Is that you, Genesis?
It's me, TJ.
Hey! So, Genesis is our building runner extraordinaire. I think that's what it says on your business card, right?
Probably we need to add that.
Yeah, she's
they
great.
They have me label as some other things.
Don't you keep this building chugging along like yours?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, try the best I can.
All right, yeah, and you do a great job with it. But something has come up on our floor. Now, you may remember...
that or doesn't go down, whichever one.
Well, yeah, something doesn't go down on our floor. You may remember we had a lot of visitors on our floor. A lot of college kids, and they were walking around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they eat, but J-Bo, the floor is yours. Go ahead, tell Genesis.
When I went to use the restroom, I had noticed in because I practiced a courtesy flush, and so I was practicing the courtesy flush the first time, and I noticed the toilet sounded kind of different than it usually sounds. And so I was like, something's wrong with this toilet. And this is like after days of me not visiting this establishment.
Good run.
Yeah, had a nice little run where I didn't visit it.
Timed out at home.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm assuming that the situation that happened with this toilet, it not flushing, had nothing to do with me. I wanted you to know that it was not on me. It was on, I don't want to point any fingers.
Pause. Do you understand?
I am glad that you're making it clear that it was not you.
It was not J-Bo. You got that, right?
I got it clear.
Yes,
because
she
I'm the
would
one that
never do that.
reported it, because I am a good Samaritan.
Right.
But I did not do it.
And we appreciate that.
Genesis, none of us want to be known as cloggers. Mm-hmm. And to my understanding, none of us in this room have clogged one of this building's toilets. Is that accurate?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, so we all have a good track record, but go ahead, continue, J-Bo.
Right. So I just want to make it clear that it was not me.
We know.
Okay, I'm trying to reiterate that. And that it still has not been resolved.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
Let me go downstairs right now.
I don't want to snitch.
No.
I don't want to tell her that part.
But you needed to say something.
No, but...
Because, guess what?
What?
Kenny sent a request yesterday for a clogged sink, and it got resolved the same day.
Yes, it did.
Mm-hmm.
Question, could you use a different stall, or do you like the one that's out of service so much that you just need to get it fixed ASAP?
Yes, I can use a different stall, but that one is where I hold office meetings.
Oh, it's big enough.
Yeah.
That's J-Bo's stall.
Yeah.
So, it's not necessary, but preferable. And it's nice to be in the big stall, right?
Yeah, it's nice
Everyone
to be in
knows.
comfort.
It's nice to have
It's more
space.
comfortable. Yeah.
Sure, it was just a miscommunication, but Genesis, I know you always get the job done, and we appreciate all the great work you do. And remember who it wasn't?
It wasn't J-Bo.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Also known as?
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
That's right.
Hey, it wasn't me. Okay. Wasn't me.
No.
That sounds wrong.
It wasn't me.
Thank you, guys. You have a
We
great
love you,
one.
Genesis.
I love you guys, too. Bye.
This is such a bizarre story. I would think if someone wanted to cheat in a tournament, you would think twice about that because literally everything is on tape. How would you...
Everything's being recorded.
Yeah, how do you even get away with this? Well, obviously he didn't. So there was a former college golfer. He faked a hole-in-one during a members tournament. This was near St. Louis. Before his round, this golfer goes and places a ball directly into the cup. And then he goes back to where you tee off, and he acts like he's just teeing off. So he hits his ball first, and then he goes, hey guys, listen, I got to go take a phone call. I got to talk to my sick grandma.
Wow.
So they're like, okay, cool. He goes, I'll meet you on the green. So they get to the green, and he's like, I had a bad shot, can't find the ball. Sure enough, the ball is in the hole, right? The quote, ball is in the hole. And everyone starts celebrating. And they're like, yeah, man, a hole in one. And there was a big prize. So the course staff reviews the security footage, and they see every detail. Him driving up to the tee, putting it in, driving away. And it's like, this is embarrassing. So he says, yeah, complete stupidity. I shouldn't have done it. No real motivation. And then he resigned from his membership at the golf club. I don't understand what is going on.
That's a lot of effort.
Yes.
A lot of effort just to cheat.
But could you imagine planning all that and then every move's on tape and they're watching you run and then run real fast back, looking over your shoulder?
And then you brought your grandmother into this.
It reminds me of, remember the story? It was a fishing tournament. I think it was in Florida, and people were stuffing the fish with weights. And it's like, wow, this fish is pretty small, but it weighs many pounds. Yep. How does it? People are cheating all kinds of different ways. Yes, Kenny.
With golf, it's just a part of the game. People cheat at golf all the time, even just recreational players. My dad cheats at golf every time I play with him.
How so?
Well, of course, his first shot inevitably goes in the woods, and he goes, well, I guess that's my breakfast ball. I'll take another one. And it doesn't count.
But that's not...
That's hilarious.
You're not really playing then.
That was a mulligan. You talked in my backswing, all right? So I get another one.
You have to do it again.
Blame everything else except for the fact that he needs to warm up a little bit.
Right.
You know?
He's famous for using the foot wedge.
Which is what?
So you hit the ball, let's say it's like stuck in the rough or the grass, you take your foot and you kick it over to a better spot.
Oh, is that a club?
Yeah, that's my foot wedge, and I'm pretty attached to that club, TJ.
That's hilarious.
Literally.
You know, it's funny because the guys who I grew up with, they still golf. And by the way they talk, you'd think they should be playing pro. I wonder if some of these elements enter into their game. And like every dad who's great at golf has the foot wedge.
Yeah, well, when you're improving your shot every time, it's not fair. You can't count that as a real score. And I don't get why recreational golfers want to cheat. Like, don't you want to get better? Don't you want to see your actual results?
It also doesn't mean anything.
Right.
Like, you're not going to win anything.
thing to do.
Yeah, you're not going to win anything.
It really is.
You're not getting a green jacket.
Right.
Like, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, like don't you just want to get better at the game?
Yeah, or have fun.
People who are proud of winning something but with cheating are losers. Like legit losers.
There you go. We've got David in Charleston, South Carolina. Hey, David.
Hey.
Tell us, what is the most exciting part of your life right now?
I'm retired now, and I'm volunteering at Habitat for Humanity.
Hey,
Nice. What do you do there? Are you helping build houses?
Yeah. We've got one almost completed, and it's just great people giving back.
Are those skills you came into the volunteer position with, or did you learn it as you went?
I used to do high-risk obstetrics, so I've got some surgical skills, so I'm handy.
That's cool.
Okay, that's awesome.
Did you like doing that kind of work?
Oh, it was so terrific, so fulfilling. I did complicated obstetrics, so twins and triplets and quads and quints and hypertension and diabetes and prematurity, the whole bit. So it was a great career.
Wow.
So I've delivered over 50 sets of triplets in my career.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Now I'm having a great retirement.
Wow, I'm very impressed with that. I think that's awesome. Well, it sounds like you're really living life. Like life hasn't stopped going a million miles an hour. Now you're volunteering. That's super cool. Good for you.
Thanks so much. And you're right. It's you got to take every day. I'm heading into town now to see my oncologist. I had a head and neck cancer removed 2 years ago, but I also have Parkinson's disease. So I take every day for what it can give me. So
that's great, David.
David, I was curious because you've delivered a lot of babies. Do any of the babies that you delivered stay in touch with you as they grow up and get older?
Absolutely. I delivered a set of quintuplets, and I got invited to their high school graduation party.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's sweet.
Nice.
Wait, so somebody had 5 babies?
Ooh.
I tell the story. I'm scrubbing my hands, getting ready to do the surgery, and a medical student is standing there next to me. He's going to be helping with the surgery. And the medical student says, "Gosh, doctor, how do you deliver quintuplets?" And I said, "You make an incision in the uterus and you pull out babies until it's empty."
I'll take note of that. Well, yeah, in case I'm ever on a plane and they need help.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, David, what a pleasure to get to talk to you. You call us again sometime, okay? Be safe out there in this wild world.
Absolutely.
There he is, David.
Appreciate you, David. Thanks for calling.
Yep.
Live every day.
You too.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
This is the TJ Show, or news. It sounds different around here. Kenny reads through every story he can find, and then he brings us the most interesting ones. Kenny, what's happening on the planet today?
We're learning about a recent traffic jam during rush hour traffic in Washington, D.C. after a suspicious object was left outside a Washington, D.C. firehouse. Traffic was shut down for 2 hours.
Oh, my goodness.
So there was a report of a suspicious electronic device with exposed wires outside the building. They called in the bomb squad. Again, this took 2 hours to sort out.
And by the way, Washington, D.C., without an issue, has a lot of traffic.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You can't even move. You try to get from one block to the next, it could take 45 minutes.
You're better off walking.
Yep.
After the investigation concluded, it was discovered that this suspicious device was a toy meant for grown-ups, if you catch my meaning.
How'd that wind up there?
Somebody left it there. It's unclear exactly why it was left there, if it was, supposed to be like a scare of something more serious, or if it was a joke, or if it was accidentally left there. The person who left the package, they're looking for that person. They have questions for.
How about
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they do.
Lots of questions, actually.
Yes.
Kenny, what else do you have? Glad everyone's safe, by the way.
Yeah.
I'll take that as good news.
The Powerball for over $1 billion was hit by a single ticket in Illinois. And yesterday, TJ, you asked the question, do you really want to win the lottery?
We pretty quickly resolved that question. Yes, unanimously. We would for a second, I just thought is it going to mess up our life? Is it going to destroy our relationships? More money, more problems. But yeah, we'd like to try it.
Yeah, well, there is something known as the lottery curse, and there is concern about people who win the lottery and what happens to their life after this life-changing money enters the situation. So the USA Today tracked down 31 publicly identified Powerball winners. Each of them won over $50 million. And as it turns out, most of them are doing just fine.
Oh, so
I'm sure they are.
your theory was right, Jabo.
Yeah. Give it to me and then I'll let you see. I'll see how it goes.
Okay, great.
Yeah, financial advisors and winners explain the main challenge isn't a magical hex, but rather an overwhelming shift in lifestyle, including sudden influxes of unwanted attention, requests for money, and lawsuits from strangers, acquaintances, or family members. But most of these people are living a quiet, low-profile life. Public records showing many living comfortably in high-value homes without negative news coverage.
Well, there you go.
That's good. Happy for them.
Kenny, what else do you have?
The NBA released its full schedule for this upcoming season. There are 5 teams that have 34 nationally televised games, including the Knicks, Spurs, Sixers, Lakers, and Thunder. But there are also 5 teams that just have 2 nationally televised games. Those are the Bucks, Grizzlies, Kings, Nets, and Pelicans. They also have information on the most expensive tickets expected for this season. And no surprise, the opening matchup with the Knicks and 76ers now featuring LeBron James. They say the get-in price is $1,722. That's the cheapest ticket you can get on the secondary market.
And that's probably like in the nosebleed. Those are like championship prices.
That's crazy. Kenny, what else do you have?
Imagine getting a postcard from your parents who died years ago.
All right.
You imagined it? Good. That's what happened
I'd be like, what does this mean?
It's very odd. You wouldn't expect something like that to happen, but that's what happened to Bob from Long Beach, California. He received a postcard written from his parents. They were on vacation in Copenhagen, Denmark in July of 2000, but it just arrived at his house this month.
It's not a good look for the mail carrier services out there.
I mean, some things take time.
Yeah, according to the postal worker, they believe it likely fell behind a desk or got lost in some post office equipment. The post date on the postcard from Copenhagen was July 2000, but the California postmark was August 2026. So I'm assuming that it was lost somewhere in Denmark in their postal system, finally found, sent, and then it eventually made its way to Bob.
The next time you're upset with USPS, just know it happens everywhere.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And what a cool thing. I mean, it's got to be so touching to receive that. And I wonder if there's like some interesting timing there. It's really cool.
Well, he said the timing of it couldn't have been better. He called it a postcard from heaven.
There you go.
His mother died 4 years ago. His father died 6 years ago during the COVID-19 pandemic in the hospital. So with the restrictions, you weren't allowed to visit people in the hospital back then. He never got to say goodbye to his dad.
Wow. Interesting.
So receiving this postcard, he said it couldn't have come at a better time for him.
It's a great story.
Yeah, I love it.
Kenny, what else do you have?
The New York Times did an analysis of the most commonly used emojis. Do you have any guesses what the most commonly used emoji might be?
I'm going to guess the crying face emoji, but I don't know if it's the one that's straight or slanted.
Okay. J-Bo, do you have any guesses?
Kissy face.
Kissy face, that's a good guess. Heather?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
That's what I use a lot.
TJ, you're closest. As a matter of fact, the top 3 all have tears involved.
Interesting.
Yeah, so number 1 on the list is the, quote, loudly crying face. That's the one that has pretty much waterfalls of tears coming out of the eyes.
The one straight down? Isn't that the sad
Straight
one?
down. That's sad, yeah.
The sad one, yeah.
It is the sad one.
All right.
Number 2 is the rolling on the floor laughing emoji. So that's the crying face, but it's turned sideways, meant to
that's
indicate
really hysterical.
something
That's when you're really cracked
is
up.
funny. And then the third one is the face with tears of joy. So a smiling face with the tears coming out of the side. Those are the top 3, all having to do with tears. Red heart comes in at number 4, and then the folded hands emoji comes in at number 5.
None of those are fun.
A lot of tears in this world
They're
right
all
now.
lame.
Yeah. Kenny, what else do you have?
I'm sure you're familiar with the term rage bait. This
course.
is content created for social media that's meant to enrage the people who see it. So there is a guy who was interviewed by the New York Post. He claims he makes $10,000 a month using or making AI-generated rage bait content.
So just stories and headlines that will upset people,
Right.
that will get them to engage on their page or watch their videos, and then they make money off of their anger.
Yes.
And they're made up stories, right? They're not real stories.
No, completely made up.
Cool.
He says, I like to think of things that will emotionally pull on people.
Great.
He had one particular viral situation.
You're only pulling one emotion, though.
Right.
Which is
Seems
anger.
that way.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to pull on people's emotions, you can write something positive, but it's also fake.
Sure.
And that gets views and clicks.
Heartfelt poetry. Story about a grandma who met, middle school crush, and they came back together.
Right.
Well, what about remember the one that I fell for with the otter that gave the present to the person that rescued it from the net?
Yes,
Lovely.
what would they call that? It's not rage bait, it's love bait?
Joy bait?
Joy bait.
Joy bait.
Fake
That sounds
otter.
good.
Yeah, that otter delivered a present to a person, and you thought it was real, which was
I
interesting.
did think it was real.
Yeah.
Well, he says that it takes him less than 10 minutes to create these posts. He calls himself a comedian and a digital storyteller and frames his work as storytelling akin to fiction, movies, or reality TV, stating that the AI is simply a tool in his creative toolbox rather than an attempt to cause harm.
Wow. See, I
But
don't
you
know.
are causing harm.
Yeah.
Right?
And people are taking it as real, and they're making decisions in their life and reacting as if some of these stories are real. And that's just one person who's coming out and saying it. What about all the people that are hiding? I think a lot of the disruption in our world, it can be directly blamed on some of the fake stuff that's been swirling around the internet for years. I think we're now starting to get hip to it, but there were just a lot of years where a bunch of fake stuff was just going out there and people were reacting and responding as if it was real. It hasn't been great for society, and no law has caught up to this.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy for them to be like, well, what's the difference between that and a TV show?
Well, you go into a TV show knowing it's not
Right.
real.
Right. And usually when news articles are published, usually it's based
Right.
on facts.
Yes, and these posts are they look like posts that are like a real person. One of them had screenshots of texts that were just fake.
Right,
it looks real.
They're
Like, legit
making
real.
it look
From a
like
normal person.
right, legitimate delivery system. So people are, and it's crazy. There's got to be something that starts to define what is okay and what isn't in that space, because it is causing a lot of disruption.
What's troubling too is this is a young guy. He's 26 years old. He's doing this,
and he's making bank off of it.
He is.
Kenny, what else do you have?
When I was 13 years old, I spent the majority of my summer playing video games, playing outside, doing pretty much whatever I wanted to do. Not the case necessarily for 13-year-old Zach from Utah. He spent his summer using his 3D printing skills to build a custom wheelchair for a disabled nearly 2-year-old girl.
Wow.
That's very sweet.
These printers, they're getting more and more amazing. My father-in-law's refrigerator, something broke. It was like a weird little piece on the handle.
All right.
So he calls his friend who has a 3D printer and he knows engineering and all this stuff. He's like, can you make up a replacement part for me? He goes over, he measures the whole thing, and he's able to print out something that fixes the refrigerator. And you're like,
that's great.
This is where we're at.
It's amazing. Good stuff right there.
Can we print food soon? Can we print?
They're working on that.
Like, I don't know what's next, but like the things you can do with these are amazing.
You can make houses.
Can we make a house?
I think they do.
Yeah.
I've seen it with the
Pours
concrete.
yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Love it.
So this kid, he fell in love with 3D printing. He's absolutely fascinated with it. And he said he wanted to do more than just make cool things. So he discovered this nonprofit organization called Make Good. They create 3D printed assisted devices for people with disabilities. And he spent 300 hours this summer designing, printing, testing, and assembling this device for this 21-month-old toddler who has a disability.
I mean, those are hours well used. He could have been playing video games or sleeping and wasting time, so good for him.
It's a beautiful story. Love it.
Yeah, he designed it with custom pink accents because that's the girl's favorite color. It's got practical storage, removable cup holder, tray table, all of this stuff. It's also adjustable, so as she grows, she'll be able to continue to use the same wheelchair. They won't have to replace it.
That's a steal. That's awesome.
Kenny, what else do you have?
Erling Haaland from Norway, breakout star in the World Cup this past summer. Of course, soccer fans knew who he was a long time ago. Well, he found himself in the news for something he had absolutely nothing to do with. Police in Ecuador confiscated over 1,000 pounds of cocaine in 370 green rectangular packages, all featuring a photo of Erling Haaland.
Wow, on the package?
On the package.
Yeah, I guess if you're breaking the law, it's like, well, how many ways could you break it? And how clever can you get? They don't care about branding. Imagine they call and go, can we get a license for his image, please?
Yeah, we want to put him on
like to print
packages of drugs.
Drug dealers can be soccer fans too.
Yeah, well, it turns out drug cartels routinely use celebrity images, athlete photos, other logos to mark their supply. It's pretty much their form of branding. The police say they seized over $842,000 of cocaine, all with Erling Haaland's face on it.
Eesh.
He's yet to comment on this, by the way, but when he does, I'm sure he'll have something interesting to say. Remember, Erling Haaland was the one who brought home a taxidermied raccoon holding a whiskey bottle onto the plane when he went back to Norway.
That store was like selling out of those things.
Yeah.
Kenny, thanks for keeping us somewhat informed.
That's what's happening.
I really do love these Uncrustables. I've been a fan for a long time.
Right.
It's the simplest product, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with the crust cut off. It's amazing to me that they're now putting out this big headline. It generated $1 billion in sales. It's actually being significantly driven by adult consumers. So originally it was a thing that was made for kids. Adults love it so much. It's now a $1 billion industry, and other companies are trying to do exactly what they did, cutting off the crust and packaging a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
People are suckers.
Yeah, it's $1 billion this fiscal year alone.
That's crazy.
Now, does that have to do with the fact that the NFL buys this stuff in bulk?
Well, and so that's another interesting part
Because
of
those
this.
numbers, I mean, they're great, but they've also had some help when you buy things in bulk.
So NFL teams consume at least 80,000 Uncrustables combined over the course of a year. The Denver Broncos alone, they're saying, eat the most by a wide margin, going through a staggering 700 sandwiches per week. You ever get on a kick with a snack and you just can't stop eating it? I think that's where they're at.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
You know, and I will say I'm a big fan too. Remember a few years ago I found out you didn't have them. What did we do that day? We drove you right to the grocery store and we tried them.
Yep.
And
they were mid, right?
They were a little.
I didn't like them.
Well, they were a little too frozen when we got them, but I did use the car heater to try to thaw them out faster. You weren't a big fan.
No, I was not.
No. I've never had one either.
Still am
honestly.
not a big fan.
Come on.
Yeah. I can make my own peanut butter and sandwich at home and better.
But it's funny you bring that up. So I remember, and it turns out they're about 25 years old, which is about the time when I started working at a radio station.
About my age, yeah.
Right. And I remember they showed up for the first time, and I guess they were sending free boxes to the station, and they were starting their advertising campaigns. And we all looked at this thing and said, this is so dumb. How would this ever work? It's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. To your point, everyone can just make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
If you want to cut the crust off, feel free.
But because we're all addicted to convenience, they say the convenience and the fact that it just takes out all that effort, people love it.
All that effort.
And so you just grab it.
The
We're
effort
so lazy.
of pulling out bread
Yep.
and peanut butter and jelly and a knife and spreading it. Like, really?
This is where we're at. We're trying to find the ways to I think we're getting towards just sitting still with a screen on our head. Do you see how it's happening?
Right, no, it's 100% right.
This is where it's at. But they've also now started adding the 12 grams of protein. So that's double the protein of the normal peanut butter. So that one's getting more and more popular. And I'm proud of them. I feel like they've come a long way. They got a lot of people making fun of them, saying how easy is it, but it worked. It started with 2 dads who invented this and then sold it to Smuckers, which is, or actually it's J.M. Smucker. So they won that one. And superstars love it. Travis Kelce's talking about it for years now. Drake, Sabrina Carpenter makes posts about it. So talk about a successful business. Hey, B.
I'm here. How you doing?
Very good.
Hey.
Tell me, B, what is the most exciting part of your life right now?
I just turned 57 years old, and I'm fabulous.
Okay.
Hey.
And that's what I'm talking about.
It's one thing to turn 57, and if you're not fabulous, maybe that's hard, but because you're fabulous, it sounds like you're embracing every year that you get on this earth.
I'm a leukemia survivor, so I am very, 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 very blessed. And I get to live in the greatest state.
Well, you know what,
Love
since
it.
you brought it up, why don't you be the travel agent for South Carolina? We have a lot of different states that are listening. Why should everyone drop what they're doing and go to South Carolina?
Well, come on. We've got our manners. We're very loving people. We've got wonderful beaches, wonderful seafood, wonderful historical places, smiling faces, beautiful places. That's what we're known for. And
Smiling faces, beautiful places. I like that.
Are you a travel agent for South Carolina? I was sort of joking, but do you do this for your work?
no, I don't. But I mean, I could if you know the right connections. Sure.
B, you sound like you're a lot of fun. What kind of work do you do?
I help mold and shape little ones.
Okay, mold and shape little ones. Well, we need more of that on this planet.
Yes.
And
Yes, we do. You know what? God bless the teachers. They rule. And yes, your child can be horrible. Yes, your child is not perfect. Support the teachers, y'all.
yeah, no, we need great teachers.
You know, it takes a huge heart, y'all, to mold and shape a little mind.
It
So
does.
we have to teach them to be happy, well-rounded individuals and to love each other. That's
That's
what's so important.
Well, B, listen, you have any fun weekend plans?
I am actually headed to Georgia, and I am single and fabulous. I'm looking for someone good out there. You never know. And we'll keep in touch. I'll be your Miss South Carolina to go. Y'all call me. We'll switch. Have your people call my people. We'll talk, and we'll keep it going this holiday season.
Ooh, now, watermelon. Do you get watermelons when you go to Georgia and bring them home for the week?
Well, technically, people say Georgia's the peach state. That's incorrect. There's more peaches that are produced in South Carolina, y'all. So I do love watermelon, but I'm going up towards Helen, Georgia, home of the Cabbage Patch Kids. So it's really pretty up there.
Oh,
I got
cool.
some family up there.
Well,
Nice.
hopefully you'll find a fabulous man while you're strolling around town.
Well, single, ready to mingle, and fabulous, and everyone deserves love. And I've kissed some toads. I'm ready to, for the next chapter of my life. And, I've tried the dating app. There's too many creeps out there. There's just too many creeps.
You've kissed a lot of toads, and now you're ready for your prince, right?
I am. Too many America's Most Wanted on there, so I'm just going to kind of,
Well, they got to go somewhere. They need love too. I mean, come on. Anyway.
Woo, everybody needs love.
We so appreciate you turning on your radio. Thank you for spending this time with us. Thank you for listening.
God bless you guys in South Carolina, and I'm glad that we talked today.
You have an amazing weekend.
Y'all too. Thank you so much for your time. Bye-bye.
I am so excited to welcome my brother-in-law, Josh, to the radio program. Hey, Josh.
Hey, TJ. How's it going, buddy?
Good. You know, you came to mind because Jabo is currently struggling with something that I know you have also struggled with. And
okay, let's talk.
You have a solution in your life. Jabo has a dog.
I do.
And you have how many dogs at your house?
Currently, we have 5 dogs in our pack.
Now, he didn't plan on 5 dogs. This happened actually unexpectedly. He cares a lot about animals, and what is it? Your son moved back in, and they brought a dog or 2.
Yes, the 2 dogs downstairs are in-law dogs.
Right.
They don't really mix with the other dogs. They don't like them.
Even the dogs are annoyed by the other dogs. Too much.
Yeah.
So
there are too many dogs.
So he has too many dogs, and the backyard got out of control. Dogs, they have to go to the bathroom, right?
Oh my gosh!
And
after winter, it was like a crime scene.
Ugh.
It was bad.
And you didn't want to deal with it, is that right?
No, I did not want to deal with it.
So, what is your solution that you've been doing ever since?
So we hire a service that comes over once a week, and they scoop up their doo-doo, and then they leave, and they send me a little note. Hey, we're all done.
And how much do you pay for that?
It's $30 a week.
30?
That's it?
That's it for 5 dogs, and it's scaled. You know what I mean? So I have to admit, I'm probably at the outer limit, right? I mean,
yeah, you're getting over.
So he is spending $1,560 a year just to have his backyard cleaned up for him, which, hey, if you've got it, then you've got it.
But also, people can spend that sometimes in a month on clothes. So it just, depends what your priorities are.
But the reason I wanted to get you on the phone is apparently your backyard has gotten out of control, Jabo.
You say that. I didn't say that.
Well, didn't you say your dog used concrete for the first time?
My dog used concrete because my backyard is overgrown with grass because she's fertilized it. So if anything, it's out of control in a good way.
There's also mowing.
This is inspiration for a business opportunity. It seems like this idea of someone cleaning up your backyard for you is catching on.
That's a good idea.
For sure.
That's multiple houses at what, $1,500 a year? That adds up. A lot of people got a lot of dough.
He's very busy, and he's always hiring $125 a month.
I'll do it for 100.
Yeah, because he comes once a week. So
now you're undercutting.
Yeah, no, I'll do it. I mean, because
you're gonna come to my house and do it?
I would. If that's a viable business, because that doesn't bother me at all. I have to clean up after my own dogs. Why not clean up after other people's dogs for money?
Yeah, I guess. So you want to leave your really well-respected job at TJ's? Put your little headphones down, right? Like, all right, guys, I'm out. Get your jumpsuit on and go and clean up dog doo-doo.
I don't see it like that.
No,
this man owns a business. That's very respectful.
No, this would be my side hustle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because how long does it take to clean up a little doo-doo?
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes.
Can you hold on for a second, Josh?
Sure, buddy.
All right, well, we'll get more with Josh in a moment. It's coming up on the TJ Show.
This episode is brought to you by eBay Live. First, you're just watching eBay Live. Then a Fendi baguette goes for an absolute steal. A 90s NASCAR jacket comes up and you have to bid. That winning feeling, it's such a rush because everyone else wanted it too. Meanwhile, on eBay Live, you don't just watch the action, you're in it. Download the eBay app to stream and shop live. eBay Live. Things people love.
My life in Malibu was the life people dream about. For a minute there, I had it all.
You better watch your mouth, kid. You have no idea what I'm capable of.
I hope whatever revenge you were trying to get on all of us in Malibu was worth it. You're dead to me.
Until I didn't.
Do you want to listen to what I have to say or not?
I don't!
You're looking rough, Ella. These royals really do a number on you.
You're the reason that Ella left!
You create chaos wherever you go, Ella, and I'm so over it.
If you want me, you need to choose me.
I'm not scared of competition, Elle. I already know I'm the right guy.
The Royals of Malibu. Out now. Follow The Royals of Malibu on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere you listen to podcasts.
You can't outrun the Royals.
I outran you.
This is the TJ Show. My brother-in-law Josh is on the phone once he gets going. And in a good way. He's like a lawnmower. He doesn't stop. He's got a lot to say.
A lot of energy there.
He's one of the funniest people I know. Did you know that, Josh?
That can't be true. You're like literally in a room with professional, hilarious people.
No, it's true. And you know, Josh is also a guy. He is one of the least observant people that I've ever met. And
yeah, I can't observe anything.
Yeah, he doesn't notice. He's kind of like real life Mr. Magoo. The world is just happening around him. And I first learned this. I'm going to tell this story because I've never shared this on the show.
All right.
So Josh, I was visiting him. It was like one of the first times I had met him. And Josh was cracking everyone up. And my wife, Jess, was preparing little dinner rolls. And so we both decided we were going to sneak a bunch of marshmallows into the dinner roll so that when he opened it up, it would be gooey and messy and he'd say, "What is this?" And then we'd say marshmallows. I don't know why we thought this would be funny, but we thought it'd be hilarious. So we put marshmallows.
You make a living at this.
No, but we put the marshmallows in his dinner roll. We bake it and we're all looking forward to it. Jess and I are like, "Oh man, we can't wait to see him take a bite." He takes a bite. This marshmallow just goes all over his face. He's got marshmallow in his beard and he's trying to chew through it. And we're cracking up. We can't breathe. He swallows it. He doesn't say a word. And he just keeps eating.
He's like, whatever, this is good.
And we're like, what is happening? He literally has marshmallow dangling from his beard. So we go, "Josh, how did you like the roll?" And he was like, "Oh, it was great." I said, "Did you notice anything about it?" And he's like, "No, it was a great roll." So Jess, my wife, has to admit, well, we put marshmallows in there. And he said, "Oh, is that what that was?" He thought it was undercooked and didn't want to hurt Jess's feelings.
Oh, Josh is sweet.
So he didn't say anything about it. And I just thought that was one of the funniest things. And also like, yeah, what a sweet guy that he didn't want to hurt his sister's feelings. And he just rolled with it.
Do I know this story? Because that is hilarious.
You don't remember the story?
You don't remember.
No, I don't remember that story at all.
See, this is why he has so much joy. You know, like in Sheep Detectives, they talk a lot about, do you want to forget your memories? Josh has chosen to forget his memories.
You're like a goldfish.
I also have no, like to recognize faces. If you put on a hat, you might as well be in deep cover. I don't recognize people. And people are always like, "You remember me, right?" I'm like, "Sure." Eventually I will, maybe.
Well, Josh, I really love being your brother-in-law. Thank you for hanging out on the radio with us.
Absolutely. Call me anytime. I have very funny stories about TJ, especially about when he was into that foraging era.
Well, tell it. What was so funny about that?
Remember, I'm at the pool, and TJ is not there. I don't know where he is. Jess is like, he's foraging. So he comes out with a blueberry and 3 raspberries. He's like, "I just spent an hour foraging." And for some reason, I thought this is the funniest.
An hour foraging, you come back with 4 little pieces of fruit.
It wasn't a good run, but I was trying to find food in the wild. I thought that was an admirable thing.
It is. But you got to be a little better at it.
All right, I got to run, Josh. Have a great rest of your day. All right.
See you at the pool. Bye.
Yeah, we did this because my dog Luna was all alone at home. My wife Jess would leave the house and thought, wow, why don't I turn the radio on? It'll keep her company. She'll hear my voice, Dad's voice.
That's right.
And it turns out totally bored her. She fell asleep, and it was because we were only talking about human-related issues, so we changed that up real fast. We started featuring the biggest stories in animal headlines. We called it Luna's Animal Tales. Now she waits by the radio. Other pets love this segment too. Even people like it. Let's start in Portland, Oregon. This is a weird story. 2 goats got loose, and they went to a bus station, and they were just waiting there. Security footage shows that the goats boarded the bus, and they were actually on the bus with the people. Then they got off the bus, and police could not locate them. And so people are asking, where did they come from? Where are they going? Did they have a valid fare? Some questions may never be answered here. But that is so weird that a goat would think to get on a bus. I wonder if it wanted to be around the people. Maybe it was a pet and it was used to people.
The video is funny. It was all captured on surveillance camera. You literally see these goats getting on a bus.
It's funny that no one on the bus took them off the bus before the bus took off.
They let themselves off?
That's what the story says, right?
Well, I don't know. Did you see the footage?
I saw the footage of them getting on the bus.
Oh, okay. Yeah. A lot of mystery around this story. Lots of animals traveling to different places, including a stray kitten. There's a student that was returning to the University of Georgia from New Jersey. It was an 800-mile drive. When she gets to the University of Georgia, she sees a little paw coming out from underneath the car in the undercarriage, and she realizes it's a little kitten. So she calls the campus police. They start taking bolts out of the car. They can't get it out. She's like, I don't even know how this thing got into the car. She wound up taking it to a mechanic shop, Tires Plus. They had to take the car apart to get to the kitten.
Oh my goodness.
And how cool is this? They didn't even charge. They didn't accept payment. They said, nope, we're just doing our part. The cat is now up for adoption and is expected to get adopted. They named the cat Jersey in honor of its nice trek from New Jersey. I think that's a cute story. Glad that ended well. And then we've got a story here about a turtle. This tortoise escaped from its owner's home and 2 weeks later was spotted 12 and a half miles away at a tortoise preserve, of all places. And they're like, how did it get there? That wouldn't happen that fast.
How do it know to go there?
Well, they seem to think it is possible that the tortoise could walk that far, but more than likely someone saw the tortoise in the road and said, it doesn't belong here, and they drove it to the preserve. And then they found it in the parking lot. So everything's fine. They were able to connect with the owner. A staff member brought it home. I remember I was in my brother-in-law's backyard. I didn't realize he had a pet turtle. It was actually a tortoise, one of those huge ones. I'm on the phone and I hear something rustling in the bushes, and all of a sudden the tortoise pops out. I'm like,
hello.
Whoa. Yes. And then I was like, oh, good to see you, buddy. I gave him a little pet on his shell. It was a wonderful interaction. Anyway, those are Luna's Animal Tales, the biggest stories in animal headlines right here on The TJ Show. You going to see the new Paw Patrol movie, J-Bo, this weekend?
Seeing how I don't have children, I don't think it's appropriate for me just to pull up on a film that's made for like 2 to 5-year-olds age range.
You know, I don't want to see it, but I do love the concept. A group of like rescue animals that are going out and rescuing other animals. It's very cute. I have a Chases on the Case at home. I have a German Shepherd, and we call her a reject from the police force because she's got a floppy ear, didn't even go up. She looks like a cartoon. So yesterday, I start seeing her foaming at the mouth, and I go, well, maybe she has rabies. I don't know who she was messing with. But then I start noticing she's taking her tongue and sticking it out of her mouth. I'm like, what in the world is going on with our dog? I get closer and I realize she's struggling and she looks panicked. And I'm like,
OMG.
What happened to this dog? I said, Jess, what did you do to the dog? She's like, I didn't do anything to the dog. I'm like, well, what are we going to do? And so she's really like, I think she's got something stuck in her throat. And I thought, oh my goodness, did she swallow that Nylabone? Because she's been working on this Nylabone, and I was thinking it was like lodged in her throat. And so Jess goes, why is her throat so big? I said, I don't know. So I start touching her throat. I go, I don't know. She's just fluffy. That's just fluff. And she's like, that's how much fluff she has? And so this is what we're arguing about. I'm like, yes, that's definitely fluffiness.
As your dog's having a hard time breathing.
So I said, we got to get her outside. So I put gloves on because I got to get inside of her mouth, and I don't want her to bite me. So I got my big, lawnmower gloves on, and I go, Frankie, what is going on? I open her mouth and I notice she has a metal bottle cap that has been lodged into the top of her mouth towards the back, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's like dug into her mouth. I don't know where she found it, but it was the top of one of my kombuchas. She got a hold of the top of my kombucha. You think that's good for you, right?
I don't like kombucha.
I like kombucha. It's good for you, but it's not good for a dog.
Well, yeah, it almost killed my dog that she had this. So I realized if I hit this the wrong way, it's going to push it down her throat. So I take it from the back and I pull it out. I have to literally pry it off the top of her mouth. And she looked at me and I said, you are a dumb animal. I used a different word. I didn't say animal. I said dumb. And then I felt bad about it. So I went over to her and I was like, Frankie, are you doing okay? And she looked at me like, hey, you saved me. Like I felt like she was looking at me.
But the thing is like, where'd you leave your bottle cap? Because
I have no idea.
It's not like she's going into the fridge and pulling the kombucha bottles out of the fridge and chewing on the caps.
Well, I don't know if she, like, while I was gone, because we have our recycling, sometimes they like pile up on the counter. I don't know if she like put her nose up and knocked it off. Like, I don't know. It was a big mystery. But I thought, wow. So I went over to her. I had a little cuddle time. Like, you know when your dog almost dies and you go, oh, you're so cute, and you appreciate them more.
No.
Well, I had a nice moment with her, and then she got on her back and I scratched her belly and I said, it's okay. Yeah. You're not dumb.
She's okay.
Yeah, no. Dog rescued. I had my own version of Paw Patrol, only I rescued the animal. But I'm very grateful.
Actually.
Yes. I'm grateful that she's still alive.
Maybe time to invest in a recycling bin.
Yeah, well, there's that too. This is the TJ Show.
I'm James Patterson. I write way too many books. Welcome to Hungry Dogs. The title comes from my maternal grandmother, Isabel Zelvis Morris. Nan used to always say, hungry dogs run faster, James. And I've been running fast ever since. Here's what will be coming your way soon, and this is a really terrific list, I think. You'll hear from some incredible people like Stacey Abrams, yay! BJ Novak, yay! Kathy Bates, Dolly Parton, Josh Gad, and Pope Leo. Okay, maybe not Pope Leo, but who knows? Maybe he'll show up. Hungry dogs run faster. Thank you, Grandma, for turning me into a hopeless, obsessive-compulsive. Listen to Hungry Dogs with James Patterson. That'd be me on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you, thank you, thank you.